I'll do that. Yeah! Good morning. I actually have no idea what the day is right now. I think it's Wednesday. Let me just check. Tuesday the 6th of August. Amazing. I've lost track of all time. The plan for today, and I can't wait to get on now. I've got a nice long ride today to get back into the flow. Ride up to Austria today, to a campsite, is the intended plan. Hopefully it's open and I can get a spot there. But anyway, onwards we move, and I'm very excited again. I don't know what happened this past few days. I think it was just tiredness. But a very important thing on these trips is to make sure you're getting plenty of rest. It's so important. I mean, you're riding for starters, but also you want to enjoy it. You don't want to be exhausted when you get back. So, yeah. Speak to you soon. Alright, we are getting back on the road. Today we are hitting the motorway to get to Ljubljana just so I can drop something off to Roger, who owns this place. And then I'll be on my merry way to get to Lake Bled. From Lake Bled we're going to Austria. And then we'll see where we go from there. So I've got 1 hour and 10 minutes on the motorway, which is nothing. I'll be honest, I'm trying to get back into the flow of vlogging now. I've kind of lost my groove. I found with the more recent vlogs that I just kind of lost my way with it, you know? Kind of lost the reason for why I'm doing it almost. But today the plan is to jump back on. It's hell on here. I don't know why, but all of the highways in Europe have been so windy compared to in the UK. Well, it's safe to say I've definitely not missed the highways, but I managed to find fuel just after the last video. So we're good to go. 20 minutes, get to Ljubljana, get off the highway, and enjoy the rest of the day. I cannot wait. But I wanted to say I got off just now and checked my YouTube channel. So I had a comment on there. And I really massively appreciate the comments. I have been kind of like feeling a bit ground down and feeling a bit weird about the vlog the past few days. Well, the past week really. And just been feeling quite lost with it. Not much has happened. Obviously I've had a lot of stuff go on in Bosnia, and then coming out of Bosnia I kind of came up Croatia as fast as possible, so it's kind of just boring roads and not very fun riding. So I've just felt a bit like, does anyone even really want to see this crap, you know, me riding down straight roads doing nothing fun. Right, my Google Maps is now speaking to me out loud, and I'm going to arrive by 12:38 at Lake Bled, which is perfect. Mission 1 complete. Drop the iPad off in Ljubljana. Mission 2 is to get to Lake Bled. And that is the first stop on the list today. I think it's Krang? Or Crange? Yo! So I just stopped off for a coffee. I'm going to put some clothes on. It's very chilly today. It's not warm at all. It's lovely to ride in, I'm not complaining, but definitely need more layers on. And then we're going to head up and toward the mountains. And they look super, super cloudy, so we'll see if we can see anything when we get there. Quick coffee done. Hoodie on. And off we go. That, you know, not every day is going to be incredible. Not every day are you going to come across things that are breathtaking. Some days are harder than others, you know. Some days you're working a lot more, it feels like more effort, everything just feels like it's almost impossible. You don't really want to do anything or ride the bike and you want a day off. On the way to Bled, and we're hitting some really heavy traffic right now. Everyone's been pulling over to the side to let me come by and filter through, and it's just been lovely. I mean, look, I've been in places where people are trying to basically kill you on a motorbike. On this trip, I've had places where people just stick right up your ass, put out in front of you, drive on the wrong side of the road, driving right at you often. It's something that I found in France quite a lot. Thank you so much. Why not? Alright, that'll do. And as I said earlier on, God, people, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I think, as I said earlier on, oh God, it's so beautiful. Look at it. Just look at it. I'm really glad that I popped by. But yeah, I've got a little 3-hour ride today now until the campsite, which is in Austria. And it's all through the mountains. We're gonna chop and change through Slovenia and Austria several times, do a couple of passes, and then eventually this afternoon finish in Austria. And I'm really excited to try the food in Austria and to also just see the mountains there as well. It's super exciting. Different part of the trip, different country. All these little towns are really beautiful, and I really don't mind just bumbling along at 50 today. It's perfect. And we are heading right into those mountains right in front of us, which is even more exciting. What's up, guys? We have finally found our way back to the mountains. It's been a long old time, and the roads have got beautiful once again. Wow, what a stunning place. We are currently following this stream the whole way up. It's called Kokra. If I'm not pronouncing that right, please do let me know how to say it. But that is the river that we are currently following right now through the mountains. Wow, that is crystal clear water. I'm pretty sure we're pretty much following this stream the whole way now. What a treat. I'm going to stop off now, sort out my microphones and whatnot, and then jump back on and carry on the route. It's not a long ride today. I mean, it is overall, but I've stopped off twice already. And we've only got 2.5 hours to go until we get to Austria, the finishing point. So for now it is a bit of a chop and change. We're going through Slovenia to Austria, through Slovenia again, and then we go back into Austria at the very end. I'm going to touch this water to see how cold it is. Oh, that's so nice. I'm most definitely finding somewhere to stop off and swim today. Ready already. Now we are talking. Let's get on. It is so good to be back on a mountain pass. Honestly, you cannot beat the roads. They're just so much fun. I mean, they're a bit potholy, but you know, just take it easy. And you're all good, but the twisties are so much fun. Not quite sure what those road markings actually mean, but there we go. Made it round it okay. Oh yeah! I have missed this so much on this trip. Oh boy. Okay, that sign's saying I'm too noisy. So maybe I am in Austria now. I actually have no clue if I'm in Austria or Slovenia at the moment. Whoa, look at that view! Ah, beautiful. And yes, we are going up a mountain pass right now. Okay guys, welcome to Austria. We are about to cross over. This is putting the biggest smile on my face. Ah. Thank you, Klaus, once again. I owe you big time for this. Whoops, just caught the floor with my foot. That's the peg. Okay. Well, there we go, guys. I did not feel that low, but I've just got the pegs on the floor for the first time on this trip. That was incredible. And I've said that I would start talking about where I am, just so everyone knows what roads I'm riding. And that one, as far as I know, was called... It was on the... God, I can't actually see it now. That road's number 82. And it goes through Sadnica. Okay guys, we're having a slight problem with the bike actually, and it doesn't want to go into first gear right now. Yeah, the bike does not want to go into first. Fuck. What's happened to first gear? Okay guys, you've got our first real issue with the Royal Enfield. And I'm currently talking to Gabe because he's on the phone to the dealership because I have no minutes. Which is dumb. I've been on this whole trip with no minutes, so anything that goes wrong, any emergencies, I've not been able to call anyone, which is probably the worst thing you could do on one of these trips. Could adjust the clutch cable. I'm going to get back to you guys in 1 second. Yeah, so as I was saying, I've got no minutes. Gabe is on the phone to the dealership now, so I can try and get some sort of diagnosis whilst I'm out here. It's not the clutch, I've adjusted the clutch, that's fine. One thing I've not done is adjusted the chain, and it's a new chain, and I've done quite a few miles. However, yeah, it needs slightly adjusting, it needs slightly tightening. Essentially, it could be the chain's too loose, which is a logical thought to have. And once I've got the right piece for it, I will do it. But yeah, I do not have a ratchet that size with me. A socket that size, or a tool big enough to leverage that off. I'm not going to use a small spanner, that's for sure. So until we get somewhere, I will carry on with this mountain pass, I guess, because there's no point in staying here right now. No luck with that. Let's see how far we can get on this thing up this mountain pass, because yeah, I've definitely been using first quite often going up and down these passes, and yeah. Okay. You know what? If I just hold it down with my foot, it works. Look at those mountains. Oh, yes. Luckily, this bike has got a ton of torque. So, oh my god, these are some big lorries coming up here. So it's actually not too bad to ride it around in second. Alright, just to exacerbate the whole situation, my maps are going haywire. Which is very, very fun. And now I'm going to try and pull away, holding this gear stick down. Wonderful. Whoa, my god. Wow. I mean, look, that just makes it worth it. That kind of fixes all my problems. Seeing a sight like that kind of makes everything else evaporate. But yeah, it's just one of those things that when I get, I want to get down and get it looked at and look at it myself sooner rather than later, even though the bike does feel fine and it is riding okay in second gear. It's not ideal. And we are on a gravel track. I can't lie, I'm not enjoying the ride so much, given the fact that I don't have first gear. It's much harder. And it's just on my mind. Oh god, it's so beautiful here. But it just means that I've basically gone a little bit quiet on the chats and on the filming because I've just been trying to find my way around really, and also try and ride this bike safely without first gear, but also some corners do require it, and especially going over this stuff you kind of need first gear. I won't be riding over this in second gear. So, there we go. Nice, that was a bit of fun. It just kind of means that I've got to hold it down, and it's not easy to do that. Where are we going? This is beautiful up here. What a beautiful little road this is. And look at that view. Oh my god. Okay, we're doing the gravel tracks and we're doing it in first gear. The Royal Enfield prevails. Oh, just about over these bumps. I did not see those coming. As always, the scenery has changed. We've got all these pine trees now, and it's beautiful. It's cooler. The views are next level. The road is, my favourite kind of road to be on, as you all know. One which is nobody else is on, and it's a bit more challenging than just a bit of tarmac. But then you do get these bits of tarmac in between just for the villages or whatever they are. And then as the houses pass, you get back onto the gravel. And I think what I'm going to do is... Oh, fuck. What I'm going to do is... Okay, it's getting a little bit more gnarly and I kind of need my left foot. First of all, try and survive this route as I keep slipping back into neutral. And then I'm just going to try and find somewhere to stay at the end of this route. I want to try and fix this issue with the bike. I'm not too bothered about making any distance right now. I'm heading toward home generally, Yes, I'm not heading west right now, but I'm heading back toward home tomorrow, so I'm not too fussed about making up miles right now when I know the journey back begins tomorrow. Anyway, stay tuned to see if I make it down off this hill. Mountain, hill, small mountain. Just a little heads up, if you're gonna do, and I'm doing this without, but whatever. If you're gonna do roads like this, then I would suggest trying to turn your ABS off. I mean, I'm going very easy down here in gear 1. The best I can in gear 1 because I don't seem to have a gear 1 anymore, but yeah, I mean, if you were to pick up a bit too much speed and need to stop and your ABS won't let you stop, then you're going to be in a bit of a sticky situation going off the edge of the cliff, which I have to say is pretty steep. So yeah, either find the way to unplug it, which I think you can just unplug the fuse on this thing, or bring a bike which you can just switch it off, and that would be a massive help. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way because I'm really struggling with the gears. Okay, let's take this very, very, very easy. I do not fancy rolling backwards down a hill. Okay, keep it in gear, come on. Thank you. Oh, it's gnarly when you can't keep it in first gear because it's really hard to keep the traction. Okay, we're back. What a view, oh my god, it is stunning. Well worth coming up here. And I have just looked at the map and I've still got quite a way to go on this road. It is the 926 road. Currently cutting through Slovenia, I believe, but I've not fully checked. My main concern right now is just getting back down and then getting somewhere to stay. Come on. Yes, thank you. Yeah, and taking a look at this bike. Okay, we made it down. I had no doubt we would, but the bike is starting to really annoy me. It's just you know, you get so used to having gear 1 that then not to have it gets really, yeah, a bit annoying when you can't find gear 1 ever. It's just beautiful out here. I don't think I've ridden anywhere quite like it on this whole trip. It's been really, really stunning, and there's houses all around as well, but the roads are dead. I've bumped into maybe 1 or 2 cars on this road so far. When I say bumped into, I don't mean crashed into, I mean come across. And it's just really quaint, very quiet, very pretty. To save myself the hassle of finding somewhere new to stay tonight, I'm just gonna head over to the campsite that I found earlier on. Matthias phoned them up for me. They've said they've got spots. Just show up and I can take one. So it's about a 25-minute ride from here, which is fine. So I should get in for about 6:45, which has made it quite a long day, but I kind of knew I was going to have a long day this morning, you know. I planned to have a good 5 or 6 hour ride today without stops. So I guess a 7 or 8 hour ride really, which is what it has been. It's got a fly in my eye. But obviously I didn't anticipate that I would have issues with the bike today, which has definitely made today less enjoyable. It's taken my mind away from the vlog as well. It's taken my mind out of the present moment so much, you know. So it's been a great day and I've loved it. It's been great to get back up into the mountains, but yeah, the bike has kind of thrown me off a little bit, and I still can't shake this feeling that I am pretty much ready to go home. You know, I feel like I've done enough on this trip. I feel like, yeah, I'm looking forward to some time off. So I think this is as far as I'm going to go on this trip. I think from here on out it will be heading home, which feels really weird to say, because I've had such a good time and I've learned so much. I really cannot tell you how much I've learned
I can't express it. It's not things that I can put into words, some of it, you know. Some of it is just experience and a feeling that I've, you know, learned to accept and deal with certain things, which is kind of more internal work, I guess, really. But it's just been such a mega trip, and it feels weird and quite sad actually to be saying from here on out I'm heading home. It's been such an amazing, it's such an incredible experience. It's really been something. It's been a dream come true, obviously, and for that to be coming to an end now, towards an end, it feels weird to be saying. And yeah, but I think it's time. I don't want to overstay my welcome here. I don't want to push it so far that I'm not enjoying myself anymore, and I'm slowly feeling it tapering off, you know. Especially with the issue that I've had with the bike today, I'm just feeling like it's just one more thing that I need to deal with now, and I'm already lacking the energy and the drive to be doing that. And now my map's gone off on my phone. And I think having the vlog to do on top of everything right now is like a two-edged sword, because I'm recording this for myself, so I really, you know, I want to carry on, so I've got even just these feelings vlogged for myself, you know what I mean, and these reflections vlogged for myself. But it's also this thing of, you know, it's just another thing to be doing, you know, on top of everything else right now, on top of now fixing the bike, on top of now getting home, on top of finding the place to stay, on top of navigating my way around, on top of keeping track of where I am and the places that I've been and the road numbers and the names, and you know, it gets a lot. So at the moment the vlog is feeling like that extra thing to do, and it's not all so straightforward anymore. At the beginning it all felt so easy, and now everything's beginning to feel a bit harder, a bit more like an effort, you know. It requires a bit more effort to get through a day. And meanwhile, we just crossed back over into Austria randomly. There are very soft borders here. There's not even like a barrier, it's just literally a sign. Oh no, there is definitely something to drive through. That's by far the most scrutinized check that I've had on this entire trip, and it just happened to be at a time when I was rolling my camera through the barriers. Alrighty, we are 2 minutes away from the campsite, and my bike is having a fucking party. I don't know what's going on with it, but now, a minute ago I couldn't get it down from gear 3, and now it goes down to gear 1, but now it won't find. Now it's working again. What is going on with my bike, honestly? Okay, so now it's all working again fine, by the way. Just for everyone at home, so you know, the bike is now working fine. Alright guys, I managed to get myself a spot at the campsite. The restaurant's open for another 2 hours, so I'm going to literally go straight to the restaurant, grab myself some food, and then put the tent up afterwards, because I've realised actually that now I've got here, all I've eaten today is a Huel shake and a snack bar, so I've literally eaten nothing today. Okay, this is not working. Okay, we're in. It's just been problem after problem today. And now the bike's working fine. I've no idea what's going on with it. I've no idea. Oh boy. Let's just stop off and see if this guy in front of me's got some tools, and I'll have a look at the bike. We are in the campsite. I have just parked the bike and come straight to get some food, and also just demolished the beer. It's been a really hard day today, mentally, and just a couple of small things are kind of close enough to tip me over the edge at the moment, to be honest. However, it's good to be here. The view is
incredible. And I've got 1 hour or hour and a half to get to Matthias tomorrow. The bike seems to be working okay, which is very weird. So I guess tomorrow we'll hopefully have some tools to actually check it out properly. But for now, it's time to eat some food, I think. Big time. Okay. Dinner is done. A beer is done. And you know what makes these... Hi. And what makes these trips so special is the people you meet. The kindness of people you meet, strangers, you know. And here the people are so kind, so caring, so thoughtful. I've just had a few conversations with different people around the camp, you know, about the bike, about the trip, about where I've come from, where I'm going. And I was totally honest and I just said I'm exhausted, I'm really tired. And it's not necessarily physically or mentally tired, but it's a different kind of tiredness that I can't quite describe right now. But I'm feeling like I need a break. And I never foresaw this feeling, you know. I did not plan or expect this feeling to come. I love being on my own, I love being away, I love travelling, I love being on a motorbike. They're my favourite things to do. But I'm beginning to feel a bit aimless out here, and I feel like I'm really ready to go home. But for now I think I'm definitely coming toward the end of the road. And from here I will definitely be heading west. From now on, no more north, no more east, no more south. It's just going to be west. Back toward the UK. Anyway, that's tonight's check-in. I'm gonna put my mattress up, get the sleeping bag out, go for a walk around the lake.